Hey, what's happening? One Journeyman here, and welcome to episode 9 of the Harry Kane team. So this could be the last episode of the series as well. And unfortunately, I do have to beat Watford and Southampton today for us to keep our job alive. So, just got to win, pretty much. No more. If you've been following the last couple of episodes, I've explained the situation we're in, and the board unhappy. I'm not happy, the players aren't happy, things just aren't going very well. So for today's team, we're pretty much going to keep it the same lineup as we had for the win over Crystal Palace, the very crucial win. A couple of exceptions, however. Obviously Ben Davis and Kieran Trippier are back from suspension, so Davis goes to the bench, Trippier comes in for the suspended Serge Aurier. And we're still, unfortunately, without Eriksen and Lamela for today's game, and as well as Son, he's still on international duty. So let's get this going. Everyone percent-wise is in very good condition. We don't really have too many other options. We could rotate the squad around a little bit, I suppose. Fellaini's there, Dembele's there, Winks is there, Llorente can play as well. But I've got to pick the team that beats Crystal Palace. I've just got to stick with it. All right, so going into this one, we are playing away from home. They are slightly above us in the table. They're 9th, we're 10th, and this should be one hell of a battle. They've gotten pretty attactive, actually. I didn't expect to see that. I expected them to be a bit more on the defensive side of things, but they've gone for a very, very attacking formation. They have Andre Gray up top, a striker that I actually do highly recommend. He's only 26 years old. He definitely can still grow and develop, but he's a pretty well-rounded striker for this level, and definitely could be a good pickup. He's only valued at 13.5 million. It could probably have on the cheap if Watford ever fall out of the Premier League. So I'm going to tell the fans to go out there and impress me. Sorry, the players to go out there and impress me. And honestly, I could just do one of these numbers, select all, talk to players, passionate, and I have faith in their ability today. And a couple of happy faces there. Loris, Mario, Kieran, all reacted very positively. So this marks Harry Kane's 125th game for the club. Truly fantastic moment for him. And honestly, I mean, we all know the quality Harry Kane has, which actually led me to name the save semi after him. It was after a little play on words from what Pep Guardiola said when he called Tottenham the Harry Kane team. The Tottenham supporters and the players and the fans didn't take too kindly to it. I think Pochettino took it the worst, believe it or not. But Guardiola was kind of misquoted, or he misspoke. One or the other. Whatever the situation, it's been resolved. But I just thought it was kind of funny that he called them the Harry Kane team. I mean, I guess it's a tribute to Harry Kane and how well he's played early in the season in real life. All right, so early on here, a couple of chances now for Watford. There's Gray. Actually, it's Carrillo, I think, that got on the end of it. Nope, Andre Gray is going to be credited with a goal. It is 1-0, and we are in all kinds of trouble now because we do have to win today to keep our job. And yeah, that's really about it. Been a very, very sluggish start. They've had a couple of chances. Here's, in fact, another one. Ziegler crosses in, and Gray makes it 2-0. Unfortunately, I committed the cardinal sin. I clicked on a player before we started the game, and whenever you click on the player in Football Manager, that player will automatically have like a 10 out of 10 performance. That's just the cardinal sin. I shouldn't have even done it. And they're 2-0 up, and it's looking like I'm going to be sacked in the morning. I can already hear the crowd singing it, to be honest with you. All right, so almost halftime here. Obviously, in the second half, we'll just go for broke, because why not? Nothing else to lose. All right, so halftime is upon us. So this could probably be my last team talk with the club. So I kind of want to just lay it into these guys and tell them they're a bunch of assholes, but we're not going to do that. So I'm going to tell them it wasn't good enough, and we're even going to go to the tactics real quick, and we're going to change things around. Because why not? Because why not, indeed? So what I'm going to do is do something completely crazy off the book. Let's put Llorente up top versus Zoko. Target man, support. We're going to rely on our fullbacks for width. Mario is going to be its advanced playmaker on support. We're going to bring on fucking Musa Dembele. Why not for Wanyama? Let's have him as a roaming playmaker, because why not? Yeah, I mean, I'm just going for broke here. Might as well. 2-0 down. We've got to score 3 goals in the second half. And, yeah, I'm just kind of resigned myself to being fired, to be honest with you, as sad as it sounds. I mean, at least I'm not there in person. I'm standing there on the sideline going, I'm not going to have a job tomorrow. So that's the kind of only positive thing about it. But you know what? We're going to go out swinging. We might as well go out on attack in front and maybe get a couple of goals and make this game interesting. So here's Harry Kane, maybe creating the first opportunity in the second half, but Ziegler tackles him very well. And that's the end of the highlights. All right, so we might as well switch from attacking to overload. Let's also go to a very fluid system as well. Let the players have some fun. Why not? Again, it's kind of throw your hands up in the air time and go whatever at this point. Even if I do win today, it's going to be very, very hard going against Southampton, playing at home. And I can see you actually made a mistake there. But anyway, it's going to be very hard playing Southampton at St. Mary's, and it's going to be very hard to win that one and then start winning enough games to keep my job. So honestly, it's probably best that this series has ended in this kind of manner because it's lessons learned along the way. And I've definitely taken lessons I learned from this save into the next one. So thinking about that, I have a couple of ideas. This video is going to air on Friday, maybe Saturday. And then there's a little over a week away as Andre Gray gets his hat-trick. So there's me talking about my 10 out of 10 performance, clicking on the guy before the game. But anyway, this is probably going to air on Saturday, maybe Friday, I don't know. And then I may start the Journeyman's Journey save a little early before the full release of the game, but it also may pick up 100% save along the way as well. I'm thinking about doing Coventry City because I'm having a really good time in FIFA with that one. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, this is just getting embarrassing now. 4-0. Miguel Britos. Sounds like a very tasty potato chip, to be honest with you. Getting a goal today, 4-0. And this is where it ends, people. This is where it ends. And just to rub salt in our room, they're going to bring on Jonas Kabel, the former Tottenham player. Just to rub salt in our faces. In our wounds, I should say. All right, referee, I've had enough now. I've had enough as manager of Tottenham. Going to go pack my things. Going to go, I don't know, pick up whatever stuff I have. I've only been here for 3 months. Well, actually a little bit more than that. 5 months now, I think. So I haven't got much stuff, so that's going to be easy to pack away, I suppose. All right, so there it is. 4-0 defeat at Watford. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and leave the match, and let's go get confirmation that I have been fired. Or maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they'll keep me on. Nope. Yep. The available jobs has popped up, which means I have been officially fired as manager of Tottenham Hotspur. So, yep, there we go. As my first sack in a Football Manager 2018. Achievement unlocked. Where is it? Didn't pop up on Steam. There should be an achievement for being sacked this early on. So, yep, there you have it. I've been sacked. And, honestly, who's favourite to take over? Ancelotti, good pickup. Simeone, Mancini. All of them were pretty good. Actually, I mean, it would be interesting to see Carlo Ancelotti at Tottenham. That would be interesting. He is getting on a bit, though, isn't he? Well, he's only 58. For some reason, I thought he was in his mid-60s. Simeone, that would be the perfect replacement. I think Diego Simeone could be a spectacular manager for Tottenham. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Let's... Oh, so what I'm going to do... I kind of thought about doing this. I'm going to do it anyway. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate to the end of the season. We're going to take a look at the final league table, see if Tottenham bounced back or maybe they went further down the league. Let's see who took over, all those interesting things. Let's see what kind of moves they're making the January transfer window, if they're making any moves at all, since I've spent every single penny on 2 useless players. So yeah, what we're going to do is we'll skip to the end of the season and then we'll take a look, see what happened to Tottenham then. Okay, so here we are at the end of the season. Let's go take a look and see where Tottenham finished up. So, they recovered quite nicely. They finished in 5th place, which is still quite an achievement considering how badly I did for them. So they finished in 5th. Let's take a look at the first team squad. Just out of interest, did they bring any players in of any note? It doesn't really look like it, does it? Let's take out the transfer history real quick. Transfer history. Nope, they didn't sign a single player. They did actually send Giuseppe Rossi on loan, however, to AAK Athens, I think it is. And then they also managed to get Nakudu a loan role at Doncaster, so didn't really change the squad at all. Who actually came in as manager? I forgot to actually check it. So, believe it or not, nobody's been appointed yet as manager of Tottenham. Scott Parker is still the interim manager, and I've got a funny feeling that he's going to be getting the job on a full-time basis, given how well they played in the second half of the campaign. Go back, shall we? There we go. So back. Let's go check out the first team squad. See who performed well for them this season. Harry Kane, of course, top goal scorer, 22 goals. And then after him, Eric Lamela chipped in with 8. Take a look at Mario Götze. After I left, it looks like he was benched. 27 starts, 5 off the bench, 4 goals, 3 assists. He's had a very poor season, honestly. That was quite possibly the worst signing I have ever made in a Football Manager game. So, I was very excited about this guy. Thought he could come in, be a superstar, and fortunately, he flopped tremendously. How about Fellaini? Nope, didn't really do anything after I left either. In fact, he's injured right now. Maybe he's injured for the majority of the season, but nevertheless, he only made a handful of appearances in what looks like the Premier League. 5 starts, or also in a cup as well. Actually, 5 starts, 5 coming off the bench. How did they do in the Champions League? Just out of interest, they played Barcelona in the first leg, and they were absolutely battered 4-0. So, yep, that pretty much wraps up this save in a nice little disappointing bow. Actually, who won the Premier League? I actually didn't even bother to look, be honest. I was looking for Tottenham. Arsenal won the Premier League. They lost 7 games this season, 85 points, 10 points clear of Manchester United, relegated with West Brom, Swansea, Stoke. Burnley, surprise finish, 6th place in the table there. Any other surprises in there? And Liverpool was struggling at the beginning. They actually sacked Jurgen Klopp. They finished 7th, so that's climb back up the table. Didn't they sacked him? They were like 15th in the table. Top goal scorer Harry Kane, Aguero, and Jermaine Defoe chipping in with 16 goals as well. So overall, ultimately very disappointed with this save, as I've already expressed many times. Hard to pinpoint on the one thing I did wrong. Could have been player personnel, could have been transfers, could have been tactics, could have been a number of things. So honestly, it's kind of good I got this first sacking and first disappointment out of the way. It just means I can focus. I know what to look for, and I know what to focus more heavily on in the Journeyman save, which is going to be obviously the main one for the channel, and that'll be released sometime the day after the official release of the game, so November 5th, which is, I believe, a Saturday. So yeah, Saturday, November 5th will be the official release, start of the new series, and that'll be the main running series for the entire channel. So hope you guys enjoyed this series for what it was worth. It was a good insight and a good beginning save for Football Manager 2018. Obviously, a lot of changes this year. Everything looks pretty good. I'm actually very excited to see. I'm actually very excited to get into this game a bit more as the months go forward. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the Journeyman save. I'm really looking forward to getting that thing started. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.